I was intrigued by the concept of a new event downtown. And when the folks at Future Front first brought that to our committee, I thought, why? Who needs something else downtown?
A few years ago when we started to work on a strategic plan to really understand what were the priorities and the vision of what we wanted downtown to be, we were immersed in the community as well as the property owners, board members, as well as committee members, and the staff of Downtown Austinites to really understand what our priorities were. And we decided amongst those conversations to really have a specific focus on artists and creatives. And we also understood that downtown had a lot of vacancies at the time. And so from there, we got on the ground, really talking to folks, and I got to thinking, we need to bring in some really strong partners. So I called up my friend Jane from Future Front, Texas.
And coming up with community.
We started off entirely grassroots, entirely volunteer, and we've gone kind of slowly at the pace of our own growth and at the pace of our own development. What's been interesting about that is that we've been able to really slowly document what it looks like to build real relationships behind arts and culture programs and how that can shape a community and its trajectory, and what it looks like to make almost positive feedback loops around public programs.
I was intrigued by the data gathering that the Future Front staff did and how they talked to the business owners downtown about how all these various events affect them and how there's not really an event that works with the existing businesses. And my eyes were really opened by that. I was all in.
And what we found is that artists want to be paid, they want to feel like they're valued, they want places, right? We took a little bit of inspiration from the mission of the Downtown Austin Alliance, which is vibe, vitality, and value of downtown, and really took that vibe word and made it a thing. So here we are.
And I think coming to how Vibe is generating or meeting those needs is providing $30,000 out of the Downtown Austin Foundation to help support 5 projects in this pilot program, this pilot Vibe weekend, to help them realize the dream, but also provide them with the support. We've been working with those creatives that have been awarded the $6,000 each every step of the way, listening to them and then going back to our production internal team and being like, okay, this is the feasibility plan. This is the support we can offer, both staffing and resources, but also like our shared expertise.
As a person who works in the art field, I am surrounded by artists, and many of them, share their thoughts and their journeys of the struggles that they come up with. So it's really an interesting thing to see this come to fruition and helping some of the local artists, giving them a place to show their art and showcase their talents.
Being able to give that access to these programmers. It maybe had been one idea that they came with Vibe, but now they're coming with 2, 3, 4 ideas. They're so excited to be able to work with other creatives, but also exploring their ideas in different spaces. But we had like 87 applications, so going through them all, there were so many great ideas. It was a lot of rounds of going through each one of those applications, word by word, reaching out. Each application was treated with so much detail.
It's been such an incredible learning process. I mean, it's been such a joy to just get to learn from Xochitl and Jane, and also for us, our team. Yeah. We take care of parks and plazas, every day, and this is kind of a different opportunity in that we're activating an incredibly historic piece of our downtown fabric on Old 6th Street. There are so many layers of history in that embedded within, the architecture that you see, these beautiful historic facades. So to be able to go beyond the facade and to have such a collaborative, creative process to envision what can happen within that space has been really incredible.
We've really set ourselves up with a beautiful experiment that hopefully can build year over year and continue to reflect all the different dynamic people artists, makers, creatives, visionaries who make this place what it is and remind us why we live here and why we love Austin.